backup plan sort of chapter. Finding that, I'm not really getting the backup plan, but I am getting the answer right on like the original clear, if that makes sense. Sometimes the correct controversy could damage data systems on which human lives depend. Endangering, well no, they're not disagreeing over physical. They're that joyriding. So it's about computer crimes. So they're both agreeing that physical harm, they're disagreeing on what physical harm is. Is it physically? Hijacking, well here's intellectual property. No, hijacking. Inference, I disagree. Okay, so what is the inference of the second speaker? So, got my drinks. I'm an Aries. Disagreeing that research supports the claim that no one, Worth is saying that the current research does support that no one is, Chang is saying that the research is showing that the predisposition, it's just like they're disagreeing on that whether it's one gene or several genes. Let's see if I'm right. D. Yes! Of getting answers right. Only took 330 pages to be able to do our necessary assumption. What if the brain also follows mechanical rules? It means that the brain doesn't follow mechanical rules. That's our necessary assumption for it to be true. So I officially was stuck on a question, and the only thing that allowed me to get it right was thinking of my loophole, negating the loophole. So even though I was able to understand the question stem entirely, I was able to make these inferences about the argument, but I still wasn't getting to kind of what the necessary assumption would be until I read that when you're on a necessary assumption question, you want to find your loophole and then negating that version of the loophole. And that's how I got my right answer. Pew. I'm crushing it. I get chapter 10 done before baby wakes up. Method, check. Counter assertions, check. So the government has no right to tax earnings from labor. Hours worked to earning money for the government. This is where I need to make a change. Kind of what's confusing about this book is like, I'm reading this method example and I'm identifying the conclusion and I see the premises and I want to make a chain. But this example that they're working through, they're just giving the loophole. They're not designing a chain. I guess I'm just confused. Like, when do I design a chain versus just go for the loophole? Because I feel like we did a lot of work on like chains and like negating the chains and I thought I got the question wrong, but I've been using this to cover up the answers and it's actually corrections. I did pick A. I was worried about that one because the method ones, I don't know, they're tricky. I have to memorize these. I feel like today was very good way to end.